inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Yes, how are all my queens doing out there? Let me tell you something. Estoy fabuloso. You want to know why? Because outside, it's quiet. Now, I know that might seem strange. It's the very thing that has a lot of people in a state of panic. But, you know, I had to get up and leave out early this morning, and there is just this stillness over the city. There's this little bit of activity to almost none, but I appreciate it. As a person who goes 24 miles a minute, who is on rant mode and all of that other stuff, I hope you guys do realize that no person could exist that level of high energy just all the days of their life. You know, there has to be some balancing out. And so I do love the quiet times. I love the still times. I love to get lost in a good book or just sit in silence. I love loud music. I call myself a walking contradiction because I love opposites. But I am really excited because everything that's going on with the pandemic it's not hurting everybody the same way. And when I say hurting, I'm talking about your mindset. I'm not talking about whether or not people are physically getting ill. I had a person tag me, a beautiful sister tag me in a post because someone was like, I need a business coach. And it just so happens that she had spoken to someone prior to me, and that individual suggested to her that not only should she find someone else besides her, that she should also look for someone that was in her local area. And I was like, I love that. I love hearing when other coaches turn down potential clients because they feel that it's in their best interest not to take them. And so the next person that came up was me. And so we had us a conversation yesterday, and, you know, I was talking to the woman and just really trying to get an idea of where she was at. And she has a skill set, but she hasn't officially, launched her business. And she only, served one client. And what she does it in person. And trust me, without getting into the details, she cannot do this, what she does virtually. And so, which you could just let your mind go a bunch of different places like photography and stuff like that. at catering or whatever. And so she was like, oh my God, I'm a teacher and I can't stand my job. It stresses me. I need to do something different. And she was just telling me all of these different things. And as we're going through the conversation, I'm being really upfront with her and I'm telling her, look, sweetie, this is what I can tell you, regardless of if you were in a group with me or if you work one-to-one. You can't have the mindset of I'm about to invest this money because I need to learn what I need to do and I need to establish my business so I can get paid right away. Because establishing your niche, making sure you've got your products and services right, building your audience, getting out there, marketing, all of these things, they take time. And depending on what resources and connections you have, I can't guarantee you a timetable. And I just really honestly feel that in a time like now, instead of being like, yeah, put it all on the line for your dream, that I should be very upfront with people, because individuals will have their own mindset. No matter how much integrity I have, individuals will have their own mindset and still be thinking, yeah, I'm finna invest so I can get whoop, whoop, and whoop. And so when I told her the price point for the grill, she was like, I said, hey. I said, it's okay. Because I had already told her I was not going to offer her one-to-one because she did not already have a business where she was generating revenue, and one-to-one is just too expensive. But I still felt that even though the group would have been a stretch, that it would have been great for her. And so I was telling her, hey, I'm going to be doing this big release on Friday. It's going to be low ticket. It is more DIY. However, I always insert my presence in any product, and I'll still be on the lookout if you have questions and you need clarity around the training modules. I'll be there, and so on and so forth. I was like, but here's the reality, what it looks like one-to-one versus group versus DIY. Not saying everybody goes through the same thing, but you may be talking about what could take somebody 1 month to do with me. It may take you 90 days to do it in a group, and it might take you 6 months to do it on your own DIY after all of the trial and error and figuring it out. And I said, but my thing is this: if you feel like someone out there is better and can do this for you more expediently, then here are the red flags that I want you to be aware of. Ask this, look for this, look for that, so on and so forth, because I don't want you to invest for the wrong reasons. And so, you don't count the money until you got it. But she asked me to send her the contracts, and she wanted to read over, and she's like, I need to do the group. And so then that's when she broke down to me when she got her next paycheck and when she wanted to sign up, and we, put it all out there on the line. And she's like, I've got to do this. And there's some things that I said to her that someone else that was not a coach said to her. And she was like, man, I felt like I was hearing that person's voice all over again. She's like, I know that I needed to work with you. And, for a second she said, oh man, though, I'm not going to be able to physically do what I do. And so that's the only thing that bothers me. And so this is what I said to her. I said, listen, sweetie, and I'm saying this to you too, because I want some of you all who are beginning entrepreneurs, or maybe you're switching veins a little bit with what you're doing with your current, endeavor, or, you've just barely gotten started. Building an audience takes time. And like I told her, really getting to the root and the core of what you do, what you love to do, clarifying that niche, creating the product offer, working around the mindset, getting the tools in place to capture the leads and all of that stuff. I said, those things take time. You can be building up your fan base on a social media platform of your choice. You could be doing a lot of things so that as soon as this whole thing with Corona goes, because it's going to go. I know a lot of you all don't want to believe that, but it's going to go. You want to know that you have everything in position. See, when it's the off season or it looks like nothing's happening, a lot of you all get too still. Now, I said I like it when it's still and it's quiet to meditate and to pray, but you guys that follow me, you know that I am still taking action very fervently to, launch products and services, to promote, to connect. I'm still talking to some of you guys. You're listening to the podcast now because we had an awesome connection call, whatever. And so when all of a sudden, when the pressure breaks and everything busts through, like I told her, people will be like, girl, I couldn't wait till Corona was over until, so that we could work together and so on and so forth. And so a lot of you all, if you're not having conversations like that now, unfortunately, that says a lot about what you did before we got to this point. Before we got right here in this moment in time, were you sowing seeds? Were you promoting your business? Were you letting your expertise be known? Because what you cannot do is every time there's an issue, be reactive and all of a sudden promote, come on, bye, and try to expect people to then all of a sudden switch gears to you. Building a business is about building a professional relationship. It's about connecting with people to show them that you're thinking about them. They're on your mind, and you've created a product or service where the only thing you want to do is think about how you make stuff better for them. When you don't do that on a consistent basis and you come out of nowhere and you're just always promoting and you're hoping somebody's buying, it says that the only thing you're concerned about is making sure you get your next quick fix of coin in your pocket, as people say. So I just feel really good. It felt great to have a really good connection call. And the sister, she was like, no, you're right. She's like, and I get it. And so a lot of you got some nuggets in this conversation too. Of course, there were other things that were said around it, but a lot of people will tell you when you sell, just go for the emotional jugular, stick the crap out of it and make sure that you make people feel like crap if they don't buy from you, and pull them in. And they really discourage any level of logic or a minimal amount. For me personally, because of my brand and what I require of the women that I work with, there is a level of logic that I bring to the table because I work with mindset. And I need you to see the way I'm dissecting what you're going through and what you're thinking. I need you to understand my personality and my character, because if what I'm doing, because I'm kind of low key coaching, even on a connection call, y'all get too much pushback, and not pushback as in trying to understand, but like, what you saying, then I know that you're not buying into my process and my gifts and the way that I perceive things, and you're not a good client for me. But when you're flexible and you're listening, you're receiving and you're engaging, and you could still be questioning and disputing because you're hearing me, but you're not certain, then that says that you're coachable and that you're not stuck and stubborn, and you're not going to stay stagnant in one particular spot. So if it can happen for me, it can happen for you. Get out there, promote, let your gifts be known, but do not, I repeat, do not have false expectations, because if you're on the back end and you're now starting to promote, not saying that you won't be the answer to a prayer for anybody right now, but I just want you to have the long game. I want you to be patient as you execute, and then set your mind on greater expectations. I have great expectations for what's going to happen in April. April is around the corner. So guess what? I plan on seeing you all at the Authentic Collective's Business Mastery Summit. Yes, we are launching another summit. It's Business Mastery. It's the annual anniversary. It's time for us to do it again, and you need to be there. It is only $27 to get your ticket. No upsells, no hidden fees, no nothing. You get the workbook. You get access to the online virtual networking Q&A. You get the like I said, you get the workbook. You get all of the recordings, and you get it in a private hub that's off of Facebook so that you can soak in all this knowledge with no distractions. No distractions. And guess what? Before Corona brought her little tail up in here, or as my brothers and sisters call her, Rona, before that heifer brought her tail up in here, me and my speakers were already heavily promoting this. So it ain't no, oh my God, I got to do something quick to make some money. No, this is what we do every year in order to give you the tools that you need in order for you to be successful. And guess what? Even if you are already killing it in your business, we talk about things concerning your spirituality, sharpening relationships with your spouse and with your kids, getting your finances in better condition, because it's not just enough to give you technical tools. in order to be able to run your business. So if you have not headed over to augustcrenshaw.com/business mastery or click the link that's associated with this particular podcast and gotten your ticket yet, you are correct, Cray. Go get your ticket. Come see us at the summit. We're going to be unleashing video after video after video of hardcore transformational information. And you need this more now than you ever have. My reputation precedes me to put on the most stellar, top-notch summits that you've ever attended, where you truly gain what you need for your business. So money can't even be your excuse anymore either. You can, this is worth thousands of dollars, but it's only $27. Get over there, get your ticket, get these skill sets so you can plant the right seeds so that you can start reaping what you've sown. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces!
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.